Okay, let's just give you a very brief rundown on the anatomy of a Thai sarong, and we'll do it through a mirror selfie. So, this is a hand-woven cotton sarong that I got yesterday, and oh my god, it's so soft. This is just fantastic. But, it lifts up my flippy bits. So, you can see a Thai sarong it's fairly tight and fitted. I haven't got a hugely long stride in it. It's an elegant garment. Thai sarongs, if you're looking down at your feet, they wrap anti-clockwise. So the tail has gone round and it's wrapped here on what is my left hip, so that I've got a fairly flat front. Now, sarong is actually a Malaysian word, and it's generally used for a wrap skirt. If you go pretty much anywhere in the world and say sarong, it's kind of been the generic term. But in Thai, pasin is a sarong. Now, pa means cloth. Now, a Thai sarong has three different sections. There is a waistband. This is usually made from a plainer cloth. There's the patsin itself, which is the decorated main body, and there is the more decorated hem section, which is patinjok. Now, way back in the day, the hem sections were often very heavily hand-woven decorated pieces, or very heavily brocaded pieces, which were sometimes sewn on separately. These, in this day and age, they're often woven into the one piece, but you do still get the other style. Not every sarong has all three sections. Some don't have a decorated bottom, and there's some beautiful ones that just like ombre all the way down. So some don't have a waistband. Now, if you get silk skirts tailored for you, sometimes you might get a cotton waistband added to the silk skirt. For one thing, the waistband can take some sweat because it's against the skin, but also it takes the rumple of being pulled in a little bit better than silk does. Now, if you get, this is just tucked in. If I was going out, I'd probably pin that to make sure it doesn't, head south and, display onto the world my thong. But if you're getting a tailored one, made into a skirt, what will happen is they'll take darts out of this to really fashion that in for you, and there'll be hook and eye. So there'll be one hook and eye over this side, which the under section hooks into, and then you pull this around and there'll be another hook and eye. They're really simple to put on. Done. And they fit beautifully. So, it's worth going to a seamstress and paying just to have the hook and eyes put in, I think. It just makes it secure. You don't have to worry about it. But incredibly elegant, incredibly useful, beautiful day wear, a fantastic garment. So, that's your sarong. Now, you can tie these in all sorts of different ways. This is just the basic, but don't try and do like a Javanese style sarong tie. You can get sarong buckles, which usually have like 2 holes or 2 slashes in them, and it will tie around the other way, will wrap around, and you pass this into a buckle and you'll pull it so there'll be a tail, usually around about, the buckle sits sort of offset right of center, and then the tail tucks in and ties around here. So you get this kind of, it looks pretty, you get a draw up of the skirt, so again it really kind of pulls in and emphasizes your curves, but that's for printed material. Thai skirts tend to be woven or brocaded. You will damage the weave and the brocade pattern by doing that, dragging it through a damn buckle. Don't do it. Different style, made for different things. If you got a printed fabric from here, you can tie it in any of those ways. Now, there's some really beautiful styles, by the way. A more formal one, this section here, instead of tucking in here, what you do is you go pleat, 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 pleat into the middle, and then just tuck the top in at the top here. So you get a central pleat running down. That's a, nang, I think, but that's a very elegant look. Sometimes it'll be held on with a brooch, sometimes it's just held in with a tuck. And there's a very formal style, often used at weddings and so on, where the section that's coming underneath, it is also pleated, and it's pulled up so that the top ends of the pleats hang down the top in a beautiful fan over on this hip, and that pleat goes down the front. Very formal for weddings and so on, very pretty look. And there's also some different regional styles that you will see. It's amazing the things that can be done with a giant rectangle of very cool cloth. So, a beautiful garment. I love them. I love them. These are great day wear. I live in Perth, Australia, which is really, really hot. Sarongs during the summer, oh, what a godsend. All sarongs, they're just amazing. These ones always look very dressy. You can see they fit in very close, so you can emphasize your curves. You know, it emphasizes the waist. They're brightly colored. You can get them in all kinds of colors and patterns, as I've shown you, and they're just an amazing way of creating a look.